It's the real baddie party. You cannot get in. Where my baddie friends? Y'all know what it is. Tonight we off tequila, so you know we have a lit. Bitch, don't play with me. Go play with your kids, dummy. What's up? What's good, everybody? I know it's been a while since I've been back in front of the camera for real. But you already know it's your boy Basil Breeze, and I'm back at it again. And today, we're here to focus on the Baddies Africa Cast that has just dropped. Now, why they're going to the Motherlands to go tear that shit up, don't ask me. But will we be watching? Absolutely. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We love it. We love you guys over here. What are we going to call you guys? I'm thinking the Breezers. Maybe the Breezers. Let me know in the comments below. What should I call you guys? I want to thank you guys. If I'm not mistaken, I am now at, I want to say 164 subscribers, which 164 of y'all watching me is like kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. I just never saw this going anywhere. This is just really like a little hobby of mine. But, yeah, thank you guys for the, support. And let's get into this cast because I got some thoughts, okay?
What's the word? What we doing? Yeah. Look at the way that I'm moving. Off the Don, Reposado. Feeling like I hit the lotto. I'ma get money cause that is the motto. Anyone hating can catch all these hollows. You a baddie? Come and follow. All of my bitches get so on the
Alright, so let's start with the returning cast to get them out the way. Of course, we have Natalie. We know Natalie is always going to be back. She's never going to get in the field. At this point, we know she's not getting back in the field. We know she only gets in the field at the reunion because Diamond snuck her. But when the reunion airs, we'll get into that. So we're not even going to talk about Natalie. She's always going to be back until she decides she doesn't want to. Same with Rolly. Don't ask me why she's back. I feel like her, Natalie, and the person I'm going to talk about after this, you know what, let me just put her in here, Scotty as well. Those three are always going to be back. Like, those are the Baddies mainstays at this point. Without one, you're not going to have one without the other two at this point. But with Scotty, I actually grew to love Scotty last season. She did have some points, especially during the Slim situation where she was getting me tight. But I'm actually glad that Scotty's back. She's starting to stand up for herself more against Natalie. Yeah, so I am interested to see what Scotty does this season, especially because we have the next girl. And if you know me, you know that this is a Anna Mac Stan channel. Next up, we have our baby Anna Mac. Now, I'm actually a little surprised that Anna is back, only because, of course, I wanted her to be back. Like, I'm always going to want to see Anna on my TV screen. But I just assumed that being that she finally dropped Free You, she's got the podcast now, I was thinking that she was going into other ventures outside of Baddies. And she was even teasing that as well, like on her socials, like last season was going to be her last season or whatever. But she's back for Baddies Africa, and I'm really excited to see how she plays it this season because she does not have Tasiki this season. And this is going to be the first time since they were both casted together on East that she is not with Tasiki. She is the only remaining member of our favorite House B clique that is still remaining on the show. And I know a lot of people saying that Anna's gonna be picking and choosing and this, that, and the third because Tasiki's not there. And to one extent, I understand where people are coming from when they say that. But when Anna needs to fight, she fights, and she's still gonna pop her shit regardless of who's around. So I'm excited to see Anna back. I do hope that this is Anna's last season because she has potential to take this shit that she's done with Baddies and really elevate herself. Like, she has a big following. She's very talented at singing. Like, she can really take her music career somewhere. Next up, we have DTB, Diamond the Body, Disturbing These Bitches. And this one is the one that at first I was like a little shocked, but then when I sat and back and thought about it, I was like, oh no, it makes sense that Diamond's back. If you guys don't know, her and Natalie do get into it at the reunion. Diamond did sneak her at the reunion, and then they eventually get a head up. And, you know, they've been going back and forth on social media ever since then. And At this point, it's basically the Diamond Dolls versus the Chinyans. And Rolly has decided to pick her side on the Chinyan side. Of course, Anna has stayed with DTB. And it's just, at this point, it's split down the middle. That's exactly how I see this season going to play out. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But I'm always going to be happy to see DTB. We love DTB. She's a real ass bitch. Point blank period. There's nothing else that we really got to say. Except for I really hope that she keeps her head on a fucking swivel, her and Anna, because the way Natalie's been talking online, it's not looking good. But once, like I said, we'll get to that a little bit later. Next, we have the returning newbies from last season, and the newbies outnumber the OGs. Technically it's tied, but I'm not really counting Natalie or whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, this is the only season where they have brought back more newbies than they ever have before. So first up, we have Ivory. And let me say this about Ivory. And I'm going to do a video, like a full season review after the reunion drops. I did ask you guys on my Instagram. If you haven't followed my Instagram yet, go follow it. Like, what are you doing? Bezo_Breezy. I'm going to put it right here for you guys. And go follow that because I'm funny as fuck. And my life is actually really fucking lit. Like, get to know me. When it comes to Big Ivory, I came into the season not wanting to like her because of the things I was hearing about what she was doing on Now That's TV with the bullying and the dirtiness and the pissy shit. But on Baddies, I really like her. Like, she showed a different side of her that I wasn't expecting. She was very soft this season. And she really only, besides the first day, she really only fighted when she needed to. And that was against Lex and Mel. And outside of that, like, she was actually calling shit out that needed to be called out. She was one of the only people to stand up for Slim. And she was, standing up for Jasmine and shit like that. And she really was just a chill, real cool bitch, you know? So I'm glad to see Ivory back. I'm going to put them all three together because they come as a trio. Big Lex, Summer, and Bad Dolly. Now, Bad Dolly, I'm going to get you out the way first because you're the one of the trio that I like the most. I think that last season you didn't really get to shine the way I thought you could have, especially because I don't know Bad Dolly. I didn't watch Now That's TV, but I had heard of her. And from what they were saying, like, they were saying, she a lit bitch and this, that, and the third, but every time I saw the bitch, she was injured. She was always hurt. The hands was hurt and the nose was broken. She was always in the hospital. But this season, I really hope that you get to show that side of you that everybody's been talking about when it comes to you. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Bad Dolly. Now, Big Lex and Summer, aka Alexis and Scummer. Let me say this because a lot of people think that I just hate Big Lex. And I do not hate her. There's nobody besides there's two people I genuinely hate on this show. The thing that upsets me about Big Lex is that she, out of all the newbies, I feel like had the most potential to really be a fan favorite and really be like the MVP of last season. She's pretty as fuck. She can fight. But outside, and in the beginning, she was chill. What really started it was the Jayla shit happened where she decided she was going to call Jayla out for quote-unquote bullying Biggie and Gretchen. And then she was over here defending Gretchen, saying the N-word and this, that, and the third. And it's like, it just became, you're a fan. And granted, you're probably, you were a fan. You say you used to watch this in your dorms or whatever. But don't come onto the show being a fan. Like, who don't I like from Bad Boys? I don't like Chef D. But if I was to go on that show, I'm not going to go into the show and instantly pick a fight with him because I don't like what I saw on TV. Because I might go there and actually get to know him, and I might like him when I get to know him. But I'm not going to go in there instantly judging people off of the shit that I see from behind the TV screen when I'm actually there in person. I'm going to give you a chance to see if you're really that person or if you're a different person, and maybe just, being on TV is just bringing out something in you that You feel what I'm saying? But with her, it's like she just came in there, and once she started that shit with Yalllll, and then she did the shit with Ivory with the rooms, that's when I really was turned off of her, because it's like, at this point, it's just not adding up for me. I really hope this season, now one thing I would not take away from her is that bitch can fight. Behind Tasiki, she is the best fighter I've seen on Baddies, behind Tasiki. But I really hope she comes into this season not doing the shit she did last season. Just be a cool, chill, laid-back bitch and only fight when you really have to. Like, don't go in there doing the fucking most and riding behind the person I'm going to talk about right after you when she's in the fucking wrong, and start calling your people out when they're wrong. That's also one thing I don't like about her. She's a walking contradiction, because she be mad when other people do shit, but then when her friend does the same shit, she finds a reason to defend it. And it's like, no, be a real bitch and call her out. If that's your friend, you need to be calling her out when she's wrong. A real friend is going to call their friend out when they're dead ass wrong. And most of the time, your friend is dead ass wrong. But I hope this season, you could change my mind on you. Now, who I know I'm never, ever, ever, ever in life changing my mind on is this bitch Scummer. I know why she's back, but then I also know why she's back. Because whether we like her or we hate her, and most of us hate her, at the end of the day, she is quote unquote good TV to most people. She's just like flat out annoying to me. But one thing that I can say is that without Summer, Baddies Midwest would have been boring. I have to say it. And I don't like her. I don't like her. She is one of the two people I genuinely despise on this show. The other one is Rolly. That's why I didn't really talk about Rolly like that. But with her, whether we like her or not, Baddies Midwest would have been boring without her. She definitely gave everybody a storyline. She gave Anna a storyline. And for me to say she gave Anna a storyline. She gave Scotty a storyline. She gave Jazz a storyline. She was giving everybody a storyline for doing the dumbest, weird shit. But unfortunately, that's what makes for quote unquote good TV nowadays. So, yes, I understand why Zeus brought her back. I really don't have nothing much else to say about her. I hope this is her last season. After this season, do not bring her back. Please, please. Zeus, please. And the last newbie that we're going to talk about is Pretty P. And I'm very, very happy Pretty P is back. Like, Pretty P, you started off really bad for me with the whole diamond situation. And, you know, I was calling you Grandma P and this, that, and the third. But I really grew to like you. Like, Pretty P was one of the, if not the most underrated baddie last season. And I'm so glad that she's coming back, because she really, really deserves it. Like, I'm really happy to see P back. Now, let's get into this fucking category that has just... Baddie timeout. Baddie timeout is crazy, and you're a grown-ass woman. And Biggie is the one that's on Baddie's timeout. Baddie timeout is when a baddie has to take a TV timeout, but may or may not rejoin the cast at any point throughout the season. And I just feel like for you to be going on this internet and going up finality the way that you have, because you not cool with Diamond and you not cool with Anna and Natalie's not cool with them, so Natalie's seen that you're not cool with them no more and is deciding to use you, not be your friend, use you. For you to be doing all of that for Natalie just for them to put you on Baddie timeout like you're a child is crazy to me. Biggie, I really did love you at a certain point in time, and part of me still likes you, but it's shit like this that you've been doing recently that just makes me be like, stand up. Like, I'm tired of telling you to stand up for yourself and have some fucking self-respect and integrity for yourself. Bitch, stand up. Like, stand up.
Stand up! Stand up!
What are we doing? Like, Baddie timeout is fucking wild. And it's saying may or may not come back on the season. So, what if they really just don't put you on here? Which I doubt they're not going to put you on here because of the beef that you now have with Anna and the beef you have with DTB and the beef you have with a certain somebody that we're going to get into later. But for you to allow them to put you into this category is wild to me, because could never. All right, now let's get into the celebrity guests and special appearances. First, we got my bitch Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee is back on our screens again. Yes, after she came in and she shot it up, she's coming back. Tommy is the only person that I know can go shoot somewhere up and be invited right back. Like, Zeus, you really do not give a fuck about your talent safety, but we love Tommy, and them bitches deserved it. So, we are not going to be mad. Now, this next one is the one that took my life away. Stunner Girl? Y'all bringing Stunner Girl back? After all the shit she done said about y'all network and Natalie and Scotty and exposing everything? But you know what? Zeus is smart. They know that Stunner brings in the views. She has a lot of fades on this. And I wonder if she's just going to be an appearance or if she's going to be like a celebrity cast like how Jaden and Akbar were. Because they didn't say celebrity cast or anything. It just says celebrity guests and special appearances. So I'm wondering who's going to be just a special appearance. Like, I'm pretty sure Tommy's just going to be the appearance. But she has fades lined up with Anna. She has fades lined up with Natalie, maybe. But, you know, Natalie be ducking smoke. She still has that beef with Rolly. She got Scotty. She has Ivory, which Ivory's going to tear her up. And I wouldn't be surprised if Zeus have her and Tommy there at the same time, because then that's Tommy. That's 6 fucking fades for this one girl. She better come in sneakers and her hair tied up at all times. But am I excited to see her back? No.
And
I didn't like her on Baddies West. But I understood that her and Tommy were the show on Baddies West. Their storyline literally played out from the beginning scene to the last scene. So outside of that, and then she's also not the fighter that people try to big her up to be. Like, I don't like that Ooga Beluga Rolly, but she did not beat Rolly up. If anything, her and Rolly will always tie, and they both were getting hits in. But for me, she couldn't handle Biggie. So if you can't handle Biggie, you definitely can't handle Anna. Or, you know what, let me take Anna out of that, because people are going to take that a certain way, and I don't got time to be arguing with y'all in the comments. She definitely not going to be able to handle Ivory if she can't handle Biggie. We also, for some fucking reason, have this Trumpy Amber Rose. Why do Zeus... What is the fascination with bringing Trump supporters to Zeus? Last season... Baddies East, it was, Vicky. Last season, it was Akbar. This season, it's Amber Rose. Why? Why are we putting her here? I have nothing to say about her except I hope they tear her every which way but loose. And then we have this girl named Marissa Danae. Now, all I know about her is that she's NLE Chopper's baby mother. That's all I know about her. Can't really give you no thoughts about her. Hopefully she's not the Jaden of last season where she's just there, not really doing shit. But that's pretty much it for the celebrity cast. And then we have the audition picks, and honestly, I can't really say anything about them because I don't know any of them. I don't remember any of them from the auditions. The only one that I've heard about is the Cold Killer girl, and I only know about her because her and DTB have beef over the song. Now, if you don't know, DTB and Tink have a song called Baddie Slide, which is what I played in the beginning of the video, and it samples a specific song that I don't know off the top of my head right now. But Cold Killer also has a song that samples the same song, and for some reason she's trying to say that DTB and Tink stole a song from her. And it's like, how are you claiming people stole songs from you and y'all both sampled the same song? That's not y'all song. So yeah. But that's my thoughts on the Baddies Africa cast. Now, how do I think this season's gonna play out? Honestly, this season's about to be a fucking mess. They about to go fuck Africa up. We are never, as black people, going to be invited there again. And that's our home turf. But these hoes are going to tear that shit from the motherfucking desert to the palace. They are going to tear that whole shit up. And Natalie has said it's going to be a lot of jumping, a lot of sneaking, which is weird because she's the first one to say she doesn't like that, but now she's going to do it because she doesn't like DTB and Anna right now. And as far as like who I see like on which side of the fence people going to lay on, I feel like Diamond's definitely going to have Anna. She's going to have Scotty. She'll have Ivory. Like, I know she'll have them for sure. Pretty P may. No. If her and Diamond would have to make up for Pretty B to be on that side. She really probably on that side only for Ivory and Anna. But other than that, I don't know. I can't judge on the new girls because, like I said, I don't know them. And as far as who probably be on the Chindian side, of course, Rollover will be there. Alexis will be there because she's a dick eater. Scummer will be there. Dolly will be there, specifically because they're all friends. So it's going to be a very, very chaotic season. And I'm going to be right here for it. And I want you guys to stay tuned because the reunion is dropping on April 13th. And I was going to do a teaser reaction. Should I do a teaser reaction? You know what? Let's pull it up. Now, I have already seen the teaser, but let's just watch it together. And I'll give you guys my thoughts from the shit I can barely see. I'm gonna wait till the trailer to slow it down, but let's get into this teaser. I like Natalie's hair. It looks good.
Try to check me over me being boring.
I bet you're good as always. Yes, Yalllll. Now everybody looks good, but you can tell everybody definitely came to fight, except Nunu. Nunu looks really good, by the way. Now this right here, the fucking ghetto. The fucking ghetto. Scotty got that kick ready. Anna's jumping over. Yalllll ready. DTB ready. This shit's about to be fucking madness. God damn. Rolly had a knot, if you missed. I'm gonna find a screenshot. Lex got dropped. Some of it, Scotty's on her bag. Like, this shit is a fucking ghetto. Yo. Ivory hit Dolly with the bring it around town.
Bring it around town. Bring it around town.
Thoughts, I'm gonna wait until the trailer so we could really get into it. But initial thoughts, that shit looks like a fucking circus. I hope we do get some dialogue because it looks like as soon as Trio met Trio, it was on site. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here for the reunion trailer next Sunday. Peace.
One kiss got me feeling like the rain is coming.